When you hug a woman, there's a moment she'll never admit matters to her. A moment she feels, but pretends she doesn't notice. It's that split second when your arms wrap around her, when your presence surrounds her, and her body whispers the truth her mind is too guarded to say. If you know what to do in that tiny slice of time, she won't just remember your hug. She'll feel it replay in her mind long after you're gone. And that's where attraction begins. Quiet, unseen, but undeniable. Welcome back to Female Code Unlocked, where we don't play games. We decode them. If you're new here, subscribe, because I promise, after today's video, you'll never hug a woman the same way again. You see, a hug is not just two bodies touching. It's energy meeting energy. It's safety brushing up against curiosity, tension folding into comfort, and unspoken desire breathing in the space between your necks. And whether she admits it or not, a woman can feel your intentions instantly. A hug exposes the truth. Are you nervous? Are you confident? Are you trying too hard? Or are you someone who understands the subtle language she never says out loud? The first thing you must understand is this. A woman doesn't fall for the hug. She falls for how she feels about herself in your arms. If you make her feel small in a good way, protected in a quiet way, desired in a respectful way, her mind begins to connect you with a feeling she didn't know she was craving. When you hug her, the average guy squeezes too fast, or too long, or too awkwardly. But you, if you do it right, can make her heart skip without saying a single word. Because women read the smallest cues. They notice how your hand settles on her back, whether you're gentle or hungry, whether your breathing changes, whether you hold her like a man in control or a boy hoping she doesn't pull away. A powerful hug doesn't come from force. It comes from intention. It's the difference between gripping her body and guiding her energy, between acting desperate and acting like you understand something she doesn't even know how to articulate. So imagine this. She steps in, maybe smiling, maybe shy, maybe pretending the moment means nothing. But her subconscious is watching you. And the second your chest touches hers, her brain is already scanning. Do I feel safe? Do I feel drawn in? Does this feel right? The answers to those questions determine everything. Most men rush the moment. They hug like they're checking it off a list, like it's a handshake with arms. But the men women remember, like, move differently. They hold differently. They create a different emotional temperature. Your energy tells her whether to let her guard down or build it higher. Your presence tells her whether you're a moment or a memory. And the way you hug her tells her everything about the man you are outside the hug. Whether you lead, whether you dominate softly, whether you understand her deeper than the surface. There's a reason women replay certain hugs in their minds. It's because those hugs made them feel something they didn't have language for. The quiet confidence, the subtle masculine frame, the calm in your breath, the way you didn't try to impress her. You simply were the man she feels drawn to around you. Because the truth is, a hug can turn an ordinary man into someone she keeps thinking about. But only if you know the four things that awaken attraction on a subconscious level. The things that pull her closer without you saying a single word. We're about to break down the first one. And once you understand it, you'll never hug a woman like a clueless guy again. The first thing you need to do when you hug a woman is something almost no man ever thinks about. You slow down, not your steps, not your body, your presence. Most guys walk into a hug with the energy of someone who just wants the moment to be over. They're too eager, too stiff, too unsure. But when you slow your presence, something incredible happens. She feels your confidence before she even feels your arms. A slow presence tells her, I'm not nervous, I'm not rushing, I'm here, and I want you to feel that. It's the psychology of pacing. The slower your presence, the faster her mind wonders about you. Women are experts at reading emotional rhythms. If you move too quickly, she feels overwhelmed. If you move too softly, she feels unsure. But if you're slow, calm, and grounded, she feels pulled in without understanding why. The second thing is subtle but powerful. When you hug her, let your hand rest on a meaningful spot. Not lower back, not too intimate, but upper back, near the shoulder blade. That's where masculine presence meets feminine softness. It's protective without being possessive, dominant without being aggressive. And the moment your hand settles there, her body reads it instantly. She won't say it out loud, but her mind whispers, he knows what he's doing. It's a spot connected to emotional memory. Women store tension there, especially when they don't feel safe or when they've been pretending to be strong all day. When your hand rests there, warm, steady, not grabbing, her body naturally exhales. She softens without meaning to. Her guard lowers even if she wants it up. And for a moment, she lets herself feel how it would be to trust you. The third thing is your breathing. This is where attraction gets dark, deep, and completely subconscious. If you hold your breath, she feels your nervousness. If you breathe too fast, she feels your tension. But when your breath slows, her breath unconsciously syncs with yours. It's an ancient emotional reflex. People mirror those they feel drawn to. When your breathing is calm, steady, grounded in your masculine frame, she feels it. She feels her heart settle. She feels the moment deepen. She feels the emotional space you're creating around her, not just the physical touch. And this is where women get confused in the best way, because she won't understand why she suddenly feels comfortable, warm, connected, or even a little vulnerable. But her body will know. Her subconscious will know. Her heart will whisper the truth her mind won't say out loud. The fourth thing is what separates an ordinary hug from a memory that keeps replaying in her mind. It's the exit. Most men break the hug too abruptly. They leave the moment cold, rushed, or awkward. But not you. You release slowly. You keep your hands there for half a second longer than expected. Not long enough to seem needy, but long enough to show intention. Then, as you pull back, your eyes meet hers. Not with hunger, not with desperation, but with a quiet, magnetic calm. It's a look that says, I see you, and I'm not afraid to. That half-second eye contact is where the real attraction forms. Because women feel more in the silence after a hug than during it. Her mind races. Her breath shifts. Her walls crack just enough for curiosity to slip through. She'll wonder why your presence felt different, why your energy lingered even after you let go, why her heart beat a little faster, why she remembered your scent, your warmth, your control. And the truth is simple. Women don't fall for men who hug them. They fall for men who understand the psychology behind the hug, men who move with intention, men who create emotional gravity, men who can touch her body while speaking directly to her nervous system. And now that you know these four things, you'll never hug a woman the same way again, and she'll never feel the same way after hugging you. There's something most men never realize. A hug isn't just touch, it's a test. A woman feels everything in that moment: your confidence, your restraint, your intention, and your emotional maturity. And the truth is, if you hug her the right way, she won't just feel attracted, she'll feel understood. And to a woman, understanding is irresistible because the hug isn't about your body. It's about her reaction to your presence, your calmness, your masculine stillness, your ability to make her feel something she hasn't felt in a long time, or maybe ever. Women live in a world where they're constantly guarded, judged, objectified, rushed, unseen, unheard. And then suddenly, you come along. You hug her in a way that doesn't take from her, doesn't pressure her, doesn't demand anything. You give her something far rarer, a moment of emotional gravity, a moment where she feels safe enough to let her feminine energy step forward without fear, a moment where she's not pretending to be strong, not performing confidence, not acting like she doesn't care, just soft, just present, just herself. That's the power of a man who understands the psychology of touch. Because a hug isn't physical, it's psychological. And the right man knows how to speak to a woman's heart without opening his mouth. When you slow down your presence, she feels your confidence. When your hand rests on the right place, she feels your guidance. When your breathing calms hers, she feels your grounding. When your release is warm but controlled, she feels you. And trust me, women notice everything. She'll think about how your chest felt against hers, how your hands settled on her back, how your breath brushed her neck, how you pulled away like a man who knows his value, not like someone afraid of losing her. Women replay hugs the way men replay kisses. It's the emotional memory that lingers, not the physical motion. If you hug her the way other men hug her, she'll forget you like she forgets them. But if you hug her the way a man with intention hugs a woman, she will feel you long after your arms let go. She will think about you in moments she doesn't expect. She will wonder why her heart sped up for a moment. She will ask herself why your presence felt different, why she suddenly felt seen, and why she felt safe. Most men make a hug awkward. Few make it meaningful. Almost none make it unforgettable. But with these four subtle psychological triggers, you become the man whose hug becomes a memory, a moment, a soft imprint her body stores without her permission. Because attraction doesn't begin in her mind, it begins in her nervous system, in the small things, in the quiet moments, in the spaces where she feels the shift in your energy before she even understands it. Now she will, and she will remember it.